Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
But we're just gonna do a quick video on fasting. By the way, I'll get on that later. It's hot as hell, but you know what the scripture say in 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4. Hold on, Salakia. Chapter 4 and verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So yeah, it might be hot, but who cares, man? Jake go hard when it's down a football game. It be down 20 degrees outside, and Jake be out there, man.
No shirts on.
Yeah, like we was talking before this video, you know, them Edomites, they be out there down 0 degrees with damn Viking paint on, talking about go Vikings, man. You know, so who cares if it's damn cold? Jake, you go to the Grand Canyon, be hot as hell. You go to South Padre, Cancun, it be hot as hell. Be enjoying yourself, man. So how much more so getting this word out? Now anyway, the topic of this video is fasting, man. Alright, and that's what we're going to get into. Because a lot of brothers, Wednesday at sundown, now you don't have to participate in this. You know, it's not the law, but I'm just telling you, a lot of brothers on Wednesday at sundown, they're going to fast for 24 hours. You know, no food or water until the next sundown on the next day, which would be so-called Thursday. But you don't have to get into that. I'm just, nonetheless, we're still going to touch on fasting in the scriptures. You can say anything if you want to, but we'll kick it off with Leviticus 23 and verse 27. Right? This is Leviticus 23 and 27. It says, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Now, this is not the day of atonement. This day I'm talking about tomorrow. But nonetheless, when it says you shall afflict your souls, when you look that up in the blue letter, the word afflict means to weaken oneself. How do you weaken oneself? By no food or water. Don't you start to feel it, man? If you've ever fasted even for a little bit, you know you start to feel it, man. Even when you was down in sports or whatever, and you didn't have no water break, you felt that, man. But you know. So that's what it means to afflict oneself. I'm not even going to touch on the Day of Atonement. I'll do that on that day. But nonetheless, you can get Jeremiah 36 and 9. And we're proclaiming a fast to the nation.
Jeremiah 36 and 9. And it came to pass in the 5th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, in the 9th month of Satan, that they proclaimed a fast before the Lord all the people that came from the cities of Judah unto Jerusalem.
So all the people that came from the city of Judah onto Jerusalem, they all proclaimed a fast. Meaning they was in on it, man. And the same thing that I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like that now. You got people in UK and other places around the world, not just in America. They're going to be participating in this fast too. And right there, we just got an account of someone proclaiming a fast among the nation, man. You know, and contrary to popular belief, we can still do that, man. You know, a lot of people when you read the Bible, you think of it as like a pastime. You know, oh, that was back then. No, you know, you rehearse the righteous works. You know, the scripture say, seek the old paths, man. So like this ain't old, man. This word never pass away, man. You know.
Doing that, you prepare for the times to come.
Exactly. And when you fast, exactly what he said. Because when you fast, right, we all know, and if you don't know, I'm about to tell you that the times are getting dark, man. You're gonna have an actual famine in the lands, man. Not just here, everywhere around the world, man. You're gonna have a famine, and if you never fasted a day in your life, you're gonna feel that, man. You're gonna feel it. You know. But anyway, you can go to Esther 4:15. I'm gonna get Esther 4:3. All right, we're gonna continue on, man. I'm gonna go to Esther, chapter 4.
Say Esther 3 and 15.
Yeah, Esther, still saying this. 4 and 15. Yeah.
4 and 15. Hey, 4 and 16. Right there.
Yeah.
15. What would you say you should get?
I'm gonna get the same chapter but the third verse.
You want to go all the way through 16?
Esther 4, 15 through 17. Yeah, you got it.
All right.
But it leads right up. Matter of fact, you can get 3 too.
Get 3.
Because you get Esther 4 and 3, and then go down to 15 and 17. One at a time. Esther 4 and 3.
Esther 4 and 3. And in every province, whatsoever the king's commandment and his decree came there was a great mourning among the Jews, and fasting and weeping and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes.
So in every province, for those that don't know, this is the time of the Persian captivity, right? In every province, which that shows you that our people have always been scattered, man. All right, because they said what? In the province, the Jews of every province, they were fasting and mourning, man. All right, that's in every province. Now, when you read Esther, I believe it's Esther, you can go to Esther 1 and 1, the first chapter and the first verse. You're going to learn how many provinces that Persia had. So we're going to see the magnitude of all the Jews that were in the province, man. Yeah.
1:1.
Mm-hmm.
Now it came to pass in the days of Ashurius.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ashurius, which in the India region, in Ethiopia,
Right.
over 107 and 20 provinces. 174.
You had 127 provinces of Persia, man. So you had our people, and this shows you that, when you look at this nation that we live in, you think it's so mighty. Hey, man, Xerxes had 127 provinces, man. That's a lot of land, man. All from Ethiopia to damn India, man. All right, so we had our people. The point of it is, though, that puts light on how many provinces the Jews were on Esther 4 and 3, how many provinces we was at. We was in 127 of them. And in all 127 of them, we was weeping and fasting, man, and mourning, trying to get the hell out of there. Because at the time, I'm not going to read you the whole book of Esther, but you can read the book of Esther, and you had that damn Edomite, Haman, he tried to exterminate us, man. And it didn't work. And it's not going to work now either. But he tried it. You can go down to Esther 4 and 15 now, and go down to 17.
All right. Esther 4 and 15 through 17. Then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer: Go gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law, and I perish.
So she laid a decree, and this shows that you women can get on this too, man. Our people fasted for 3 days, man. No food or water for 3 days, man. We're not even asking you to do that, man. This is the day. 1 day. So how much more so you, man? 3 days. So, a lot of people think, the women, the woman, she's a weak vessel, this and that, she can't do it. Hey, we just got an account. You women can get on this thing too, man. And they proclaim the fast, which is what we're doing right now, man. Now I'm gonna get Isaiah 58 and 3. You can get Jeremiah 14 and 10. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 58 and verse 3, man. Right? It say, Wherefore have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not. Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge. Behold, in the day of your fast ye find pleasure, and exact all your labors. All right, so short into that. That's just the first verse. I still got more, but this is dealing with the purpose of fasting, right? Now you have people in the world that they fast, and you have these evil off doctrines of other religions, so called, where they fast too, but they fast for nothing. It's folly and vanity. But I'm about to show you an example of people who fasted. Hell, you even have people who have no spirituality in whatsoever. Oh, I'm fasting for my diet. Oh, I'm intermittent fasting. Oh, my doctor said this and that. So you got people that fast all over the world for many reasons, man. All right, but the Lord is about to tell you about what you shouldn't be fasting for. All right, Isaiah 58 And verse 4. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. So certain people, they fast for strife and debate. You got certain people, oh man, I got a big debate coming up. You know, I'm not going to eat nothing. I'm going to stay focused on debate. You got people that do that for that, man. And for strife. You got people that fast so you can get in a damn argument, man. Right? All right, and that's wicked. Man. That's why I said, smite with the fist of wickedness. You shall not fast as you do this day, to make your voice be heard on high. A lot of people want to damn fast just so they can be heard, man. Just go and proclaim among the nation. Yeah, you know, I'm fasting, man. And then I'm gonna get on that later too, on some more another chapter. But
some people start themselves protests.
Exactly. You got
months in Vietnam.
Yeah, you got the Vietnam months, them putting gasoline on them and burning themselves, man.
Before they did that, they were starving themselves.
Yeah, what's that dude? Gandhi.
Yep. He started himself.
Yeah, so you got people that fast for a reason, but they do it in wickedness, man. And Gandhi was doing that so he could be seen. He could be seen of men, you know.
Because he didn't break the British power through that.
Exactly, and contrary to the popular belief, he did not break the rule of the British Empire for that. That was because what, World War II happened. That's why it happened.
Just like the monks didn't stop Vietnam War.
No, they did not, man. So like, that goes back to what we said. They fasted in vain, man. Let's see. I'm gonna get verse 5 now. Isaiah 58:5. Is it such a fast that I have chosen, a day for a man to afflict his soul? See, it tells you that fasting and afflicting your soul is one and one. Once again, afflict means to weaken oneself. All right, to humble oneself. Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush, and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Wilt thou call this a fast, an acceptable day to the Lord? Is not this the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of wickedness, all right, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke. So that's why you fast, man. You fast to get them demons off you, man. You know, you fast to afflict oneself, man, to humble oneself, man, to understand that man cannot live off bread and water alone, man. You know, that's what it's for. So you got to know what you're doing this for. Don't just fast because it's the thing to do, man. When you fast, be meditating on what you struggle with, man. All right? Exactly, man. You know? And that's how you do it. Anything else I on that? Yeah, I'm going to get 58 and 7. It is not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house. When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him. Yeah, when it means naked, they're in sin. So when we see the naked, we cover them. Cover them with what? The law, statutes, and commandments, man. And that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh. And that means, yeah, hide not yourself from your own sin, man. Acknowledge your sins, man, and repent from those things, man. Now, you don't have to acknowledge that in front of 50 damn people, man. All right, but you acknowledge that in your prayers, man. All right, you pray for your trespasses, man, that you have done against the Lord. Because really, him only have you really sinned against, man. I'm going to get one more, verse 8. 58, verse 8. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine own health shall spring forth speedily. So there are healing benefits of fasting. That's why he said what? Then shall the light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily. But it's really the Lord that makes it. So even though you afflict yourself and you weaken oneself, on the latter end, you got stronger, man. You got them demons off you, man. You know, you have a more clear mind. So Esau even tell you that, man. Fasting, it increases cognitive memory, or whatever they call it, man. You know? Where's that? 58:8. And thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward. So the reward, man, now the Lord's dealing with you, man. Because you chose to afflict yourself on a journey towards righteousness, man. All right, you got this. Jeremiah 14:10.
Jeremiah 14:10. Thus saith the Lord, unto the people thus have they loved to wander. They have not refrained their feet. Therefore the Lord doeth not accept them. He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins.
Yeah. Was that 10.
Yep.
Yeah, he remember he don't remember your iniquity, man. All right, because you just chose to keep being a damn nigga, man. Which is just like now. You got people right now that watch the videos, that see the people on the streets. You know, they've heard the word. It's out there, man. And they just choose to be a nigga anyway, man. You know, because that's the thing to do. You know.
My brother made a video not too long ago where he put two videos side by side. One looked like it was like some drama, so Jace was watching that, but didn't watch the breakdown of that video.
Exactly. A lot of you Jakes, man, you only watch the video of Esau bowing down, man. Oh man, scroll through. When's Esau kissing the boot? And that's the video you watch, man. You don't watch the breakdown of Genesis, or you don't watch the breakdown of Deuteronomy 28, because Deuteronomy 28 is like the pinnacle of what we use to wake up the sheep, man. That's the first verse we go to. One of the first verses we go to. And you don't want to hear that breakdown. A lot of Jakes, they don't want to hear that. They just want to see how many people we get in a debate with and argue with, man. Like it's a damn sitcom, and they want to watch damn drama, man. Like damn, what's that damn show? Like damn Total Drama Island, man. That's what Jake's mind at. But you can read on, what's that 10? You can go to 11 to 14.
11 to 14. Jeremiah 11 to 14.
No, Jeremiah 14.
Jeremiah 14, 11 to 14.
Yeah.
Then said the Lord unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry.
See that? Hold on. See that? So when they fast, the Lord's not going to hear they cry, man. So don't think. That's why I told you to make sure you know what you're fasting for and why you do it. Because don't think you're just going to half-ass fast, man, and think the Lord going to hear you. The Lord going to just dismiss that damn fast, man. So you just wasted your time. But you got it. You keep reading that. All right.
All right. And when 12, and when they offer burnt offering and oblation, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by the sword and by famine and by pestilence.
Exactly, and that's now, man. Just go to the so-called church, man. A lot of them, they think they go to the church, they think they got it now. Oh, I went to the church, I put on them pointy-ass black shoes, you know, or the woman, I put on this ridiculous flamboyant hat, and I got to listen to this nigga go off for 30 minutes, man. And they think they got it, man. Well, the Lord ain't hearing that, man. The Lord don't want to hear what damn Creflo Dollar got to say, man. Or whatever damn pastor you go to that's just going off, man.
It's happening now. Niggas is dying by the sword in the street every day.
Exactly.
Pestilence is happening. Niggas getting sick and dying.
Yeah, you got niggas dying from down the Glock 19 virus. I ain't gonna say the other word because this devil be. But damn, yeah, like you said, people dying. Like, yeah, niggas dying every day in Chicago. Just look it up. Look up Chicago homicides and shootings, man. Just look up. You know exactly what we talking about.
Famine hoods always have the food desert.
Yeah, damn food deserts, man.
Can't even run them out the neighborhood.
Can't even eat nothing in your own neighborhood, man. All right, I'm gonna go to. This is Jonah 3 and 4. I'm gonna read all the way down to 10. This is Jonah chapter 3 and verse 4. And check this out. And Jonah began to enter into the city a day's journey, and he cried and said, "Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown." So basically he had a vision in 40 days, Nineveh will be overthrown. Nineveh was a city, I believe it was a city in Babylon, if I'm not mistaken. Verse 5. So the people of Nineveh believed the Most High and proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth from the greatest of them even to the least of them. So here in Jonah do this prophecy, say that they were going to be overthrown in 40 days. They said, oh damn, man, we got to get right. We got to fast and put on sackcloth from the greatest into the small. So their most richest person, most wealthy, influenced person to the damn sheep herder, man. They're all fasting.
Nowadays, you never catch Jake doing
it. Exactly. Imagine that now. But that shows you that back in the ancient world, people knew about the Most High. Because now we tell people now this place is going to be destroyed, you know. And what do they say? Oh, whatever. So that shows you the difference in mindsets, man. Jake's mind is bad.
Instead of humbling themselves, they'll get humbled by other groups. Like, oh yeah, I need to do better. The moment you try to humble them, they're trying to fight and kill you.
Exactly. They want to overthrow you. And you're just telling them the truth, man. Verse 6. Jonah 3 and 6. For word came unto the king of Nineveh, and he arose from his throne, and he laid his robe from him, and covered him with sackcloth and satin ashes. So he covered himself with sackcloth and satin ashes, man. The king. Alright. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published through Nineveh by the decree of the king and his nobles, saying, let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock, taste anything. Let them not feed nor drink water. And I'm glad he worded it like that. Let no man taste anything. Because what you Jakes will say, well, I'm not eating, I'm chewing gum. Or I'm not eating, I'm just using mouthwash. Or whatever, man. You know, Jake, they get to try to find damn ways out. Yeah, damn loopholes, man. You know. That's why he said, that's why the king made the decree what? Let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock. And that means what? He also let his animals fast. The animals are fasting too. But taste anything. That's why he said taste anything, man. Because Jake, you'll try to damn weasel through it, man. Let them not feed nor drink water, man. But let man and beast be covered with sackcloth and cry mightily unto the Most High. Yeah, let them turn every one from his evil way and from the violence that is in their hands. So this shows you what the whole purpose of fasting is, man. Not only should you fast, but as you're fasting, you should let them turn everyone from his evil way and from the violence that is in their hands. So you should be trying to turn away. That's why I told you should be meditating on things that you struggle with and the things that you know that weaken you, man. You know, you need to be trying to get rid of that. And fasting helps. All right. Verse 9. Who can tell if God will turn and repent and turn away from his fierce anger that we perish not? And the Most High saw their works. Now see, this is the power of fasting. Fasting with sincerity. Let me add that. And the Most High saw their works, that they turned from their evil way, and God repented of the evil that he had said that he would do unto them, and he did it not. So because they fasted, man, he made that decree. Hey, Nineveh didn't get destroyed in those 40 days, man. You know. So that shows you the power of fasting. I'm gonna get more on that later. You know.
It's the righteous way of what doesn't kill you make you stronger, man.
Yeah, quite literally. That's exactly right. Like that saying they got in the world, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And this is an example of that. You're not gonna die for not eating and drinking for one day, man. Hell, you can get on your phone. Esau will tell you that, man. Esau will tell you how long you can live without water and how long you can live without food, man. So just look it up. Did you get I didn't tell you. Matthew 6 and 16.
Matthew 6 and 16.
I'm go to Matthew 9. You know.
Oh yeah, the prayer,
yeah. Yep. So he's about to get this is Matthew 6 and 16, man.
Matthew 6 and 16.
All the way down to 18.
All the way down to 18?
Yeah, 16 to 18.
Moreover, when ye fast, be not as hypocrites.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's plain in itself. Don't be a damn hypocrite. Fast. Don't be fasting. And then when the fast is over, you go back and you then try to commit adultery, man, with another man's wife, man. And many other examples, but nonetheless, yeah.
Be not of hypocrites, of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they appear unto men to fast.
Exactly. They disfigure their faces and appear unto men to fast. What's that mean? They want to be noticed, man. They want people to know that they're fasting. You know, they damn kind of damn grimace, and then their grandma or whoever. Why are you making that face? Oh, well, you know, grandma, shit, I'm fasting. You know, that's why, because I'm fasting. You know, I'm just different. Don't be like that, man. But you got it.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Exactly. They already got their reward, because they're going to get what they want. They're going to get what they're looking for, because they're going to say, oh, wow, you're fasting. I can never do that. Man, I wish I could be like you, Jimmy. That's off as hell, man. So you already got your reward. But guess what? The reward you're going to get, the Lord ain't going to answer your prayer, man. Because you already got your reward looking to be seen of men. All right? So don't be disfiguring your face, man. Trying to damn get noticed, man. That's off as hell. You can go through it. 18 and 6.
18 and 6.
I'm gonna read Matthew 9 and 14. But this Matthew 9 and verse 14. And I'm gonna go down to 15 too. So Matthew 9 and 14. Then came to him the disciples of John, saying, why do we and the Pharisees fast oft, but thy disciples fast not? Because the Pharisees was fasting, but we already know how they was fasting. And it's fasting to be seen of men. And the disciples were asking, well, Lord, why don't we fast? So this is going to show you that when the Lord was there, that we didn't even have to fast, man. Because the next verse, 15. And Yahushua said, Matthew 9 and 15. And Yahushua said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? Exactly, man. Why would somebody mourn for their significant other if they with them? They wouldn't, man. But check this out, right? The children of the bridegroom mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them. But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast. So as long as Yahushua was around, they didn't even need to fast, man. Because here you got the word of the Most High, His only begotten Son, around. They didn't need to fast. But guess what, man? When he was a sacrifice for the nation of Israel, rose on the third day, and went back up to the third heaven, hey, we was right back to fasting, man.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Exactly. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Exactly what he said. Well, I give you Matthew 18 and 6.
Yep.
All the way down to 16, but I'm going to probably stop here in between.
Matthew 18 and 6. Alright. Matthew 18 and 6. But who shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me? It were better for him that a milestone. That's talking about pedophiles. 18 and 6. I remember this one was talking about pedophiles. Like basically, don't touch it. Yeah, that's a good one. What does that have to do with this lesson? That's
this ain't it.
For these people that's on that pedophilia nonsense. It's telling you it's better for you to have a milestone around your neck and be sent into the ocean than have to deal with the Most High. That's what it's telling you.
Yeah. I'm going to find this chapter because it ain't the right one. I'm going to pause it. Yeah, the precept escaped, but we're just going to keep going on. We're going to go to Daniel 9 and 3. It say, and I set my face unto the Lord God to seek by prayer and supplication with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. So he sought after the Most High through prayer, supplication, and fasting. Through fasting. All right. So just in general, in order to get closer spiritually, you have to fast, man. I mean, we just read so many accounts about people fasting. You know, and there are many accounts that I didn't even get. Like when Moses went up on the mountaintop where he didn't eat or drink. When the Lord was tempted in the wilderness, man, and he didn't eat or drink. There are those accounts that I didn't even include, but you can look them up. All right, then you can get Matthew 17 and 18.
About the sad part, Nationals, the heathen even tried that. When it didn't work for them, they knew the Lord wasn't dealing with them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, you got people to this day, they still do that in certain places, man. But they do it to be seen of men. That's why they get on camera and dump a bunch of ashes on their face in front of everybody once again so they can say, wow, that's dedication. It's off as hell, man. But anyway, Matthew 17 and 18.
Matthew 17 and 18. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of them. And the child was cured from that very hour.
Alright, so the Lord rebuked the devil, and that spirit got off of him, man. Now he's going to get to verse 19 on down, and we're going to find out how that we can get demons off of people, man.
19. Then came the disciples of Yahushua apart, and said, why could not we cast him out?
Right.
And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, and mustard seed is pretty small too.
Completely, it's very tiny, man. Look up a mustard seed. But
ye shall unto this mountain remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Impossible.
Exactly, man. You know. And what was that verse?
It was 20 and 21.
Yeah, 21.
Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting.
You see that? So they asked him, how do we get that? How do we rebuke the devil like you did? And he say this one only comes out by prayer and fasting, man. So if you're struggling with demons, man, hey, pray and fast, man. I mean, we just got the account. This is the Lord. He got the Most High's only begotten Son literally telling you what you got to do. All right, which is by prayer and fasting.
And said through that, nothing's impossible.
Exactly, man. You know. And if you don't believe, hey, well, that's your first problem. That's why he said, what? Ye of unbelief, man.
Most people hear that like, oh, man. That's why that dude, he's when you have showers on the water, he didn't believe. He started sinking.
Yeah, that was Peter, man. Yeah. Peter didn't believe he could walk on water, and guess what? He damn near drowned, man. You know. I'm a pause. All right, we back. Get Second Ezra 5 and 13.
Second Ezra 5 and 13. To show these such tokens, I have leave. And if thou wilt, pray again, and weep as now, and fast 7 days, thou shalt hear yet greater things.
So by the way, for a thing on this account, Ezra was tasked to fast 7 days so he could get the entire prophecy, which is what he ended up doing when he wrote Second Ezra. So he had to fast in order to even receive the level of understanding to be able to write and interpret the prophecies that he ended up writing down in Second Ezra, man. Which was by the way, Second Ezra is about the end of the world, man. You know. So just for him to even get on that level, he had to fast, man. To get more on that First Ezra, I'm gonna go to First Ezra 8 and 70. It says, for both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. So from the beginning of this matter, our people have been mingling their seed among the heathen. All right, which the Lord advises you not to do, because what they're going to do is turn your children away from the Most High. All right.
That's how Esau got to Satanism.
Yeah.
Married a Canaanite.
Yeah, he married a Canaanite, man.
They started off, and then Esau just put it on steroids.
That's true, man. You know, you can read Wisdom of Solomon, either the 6th chapter or the 12th chapter, when it tells you about the Canaanites, man, and what they were doing, which today you would call Satanism. But
and Jacob usually tried to put it on steroids, and they were going off and judging.
Yeah. Yeah. And as soon as I had heard these things, I rent my clothes in the holy garment and pulled off the hair from off my head and beard and sat me down sad and very heavy. So when Ezra heard about this, man, he literally was plucking his beard hair out, man. He ripped his holy garments closed, man. All right. So all they that were then moved at the word of the Lord God of Israel assembled unto me, whilst I mourned for the iniquity. But I sat still, full of heaviness, until the evening sacrifice. So he just sat still, man. He didn't want to deal with it. And this is verse 3. This is the point of the fasted part. First Ezra 8 and 73. Then rising up from the fast with my clothes and the holy garment rent, and bowing my knees and stretching forth my hands unto the Lord. So he ended up fasting and praying to the Lord on his knees, man. I said, O Lord, I am confounded and ashamed before thy face. For our sins are multiplied above our heads, and our ignorances have reached up unto heaven. For ever since the time of our fathers we have been and are in great sin, even unto this day, man. All right, so he was very vexed by that, man. Vexed in spirit by all of our people, them mingling themselves among the heathen, which ultimately, and Jake, just think about now, man. Jake, now you married a damn whatever, man, whatever heathen, and guess what? You know that you're not supposed to be celebrating Christmas, but now you down with Becky, man. And she's like, oh, you know, we do this Christmas turkey madness every year, and you go take your kids there because you don't want to get in an argument, man. But if you'd have been with somebody that was an Israelite, that shit wouldn't have happened, man.
There's a whole stupid movement going on Twitter and all that called SYSBN, which is Save Yourself Black Man. They encourage you to go over to the heathen, marry them, and then adopt their customs.
Madness. You know.
That's what happens when you go, like, you see them red pill, when you go too far into.
Yeah, you know, a lot of those red. That's a rabbit hole, man. You know,
leads on to other stuff.
The only true pill is the scriptures, man. You gotta stick to the scriptures. Don't be listening to some random guy, in some dark room somewhere, them trying to give you advice, man.
We'll give you like a little few words of what you want to hear, and then bam, 6 days later, all right, now we got sacrifices.
Yeah, you know.
Man.
Hey, look what happens to them Jim Jones people, man. And they was listening to him. Next thing you know, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, man.
Never drink the Kool-Aid, man.
You get First Maccabees 3 and 17, and you get Second Maccabees 13 and 12. So you get First Maccabees 3 and 17. Oh, and let me say this too. You know, if your father is an Israelite and you have a heathen mother, you're still classified as an Israelite. Let me say that too. But just know that it is ill-advised for you to try to damn marry a heathen. All right, marry a heathen in captivity. I'll say that because we do know that Moses married a heathen. We do know that Joseph married an Egyptian. All right, which is where we get Ephraim and Manasseh. Let me just prove that real quick. Ephraim and Manasseh are born of Joseph, who married an Egyptian and had those 2 kids. Ephraim and Manasseh are part of the 12 tribes of Israel. So I'm just going to throw that out there too. All right, but that being said, it's still ill-advised to marry the heathen because they're going to try to take you and your children away to serving after other gods and their customs. And next thing you know, you're going to dye your hair blind and your kid's going to be in a Thanksgiving damn turkey soup at the damn plate, man.
During Jacob's choke, they're going to turn them.
Yeah.
Gonna be put on.
Yeah. But,
you're going to be in the house with Becky thinking it's all right. Then
you have a knife in your back, man.
Get backboard.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get this real quick. This Second Maccabees 13 and 12. It's a one-off. This Second Maccabees 13 and 12. So when they had all done this together and besought the merciful Lord with weeping and fasting and lying flat upon the ground 3 days long. So they laid on the ground for 3 days flat fasting, man. Imagine that. You sitting on the ground, and this ain't the ground like your carpet, man. This is the ground of the dirt, man. Let me go back. Weeping and fasting and lying flat upon the ground 3 days long, Judas, having exhorted them, commanded they should be in a readiness, man. So Judas was exhorting them, man. He was pushing them, hey, man, yeah, sit on the ground, man. All right. Now you can get First Maccabees 3 and 17, and we're going to go down to 23. But, yeah, we're going to start at 17.
Who when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able to, being so few, to fight against the great multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all day?
So they was weakened, man, from fasting all day, man. So they was like, they saw this big troop, man. They saw a huge ass army, and they said, hey, man, how are we gonna stand a chance, man? We've been fasting all day. You know, now we're going to read what happens. This is a mighty precept, man.
Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with God of heaven, it is all one. To deliver with a great multitude or a small company. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of a host, but strength coming from heaven.
Exactly, man. So it doesn't matter if it's a 1v30, man. Hey, man, the victory's already decided by Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And Judas understood that, man. Judas Maccabeus, not Judas Iscariot. He understood that, man. Now you keep going.
They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and children, and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore the Lord himself, the Most High, Yahweh, will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be not afraid of them. Now as soon as he has left off speaking, he leapt suddenly upon them, and so Saron and his host was overthrown before them.
Exactly, man. So he gave that mighty speech, man. After they had just fasted for 3 days, he jumped off in there, and guess what, man? They won, despite the big ass army and all that other stuff, man. Because it didn't fucking matter, man.
You know? Right, so they do that in action move. They got it from somewhere.
Yeah,
Under the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Where do you think they get it from in the movies like damn Endgame, right? In Endgame, in Avengers Endgame, when all hope was lost, and Thanos had this big ass army, and guess what? He still lost, man. They do that in all them other movies too. That's just one movie. You know, they do that in the movie 300, even though they lost in the movie. They were showing you, you know, that they can overcome a giant troop, or the Alamo, or whatever, man. Which I hate the movie The Alamo. Right?
Judge had 300 people overcome. That's probably where they got 300 from. Come to look at it.
Yeah.
They had 300 people overcome. I think it was 10,000.
Yeah, a huge troop. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Tobit. I'm gonna go to Tobit 12 and 8. You can go to first. You can go to 1 Corinthians 7 and 5. One second. I'm gonna go to. Bear with me. I put down live. But yeah, man, these are mighty accounts, and this hopefully this is edifying on fasting, man. Anyway, this is Tobit 12 and 8. So like I was trying to find the page. Tobit 12 and verse 8, man. It says, prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. So it's telling you praying is good with fasting and alms. What is alms? Given to one another. And righteousness. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. So it says a little with righteousness is better than a lot of unrighteousness. Exactly. If you know a little bit of the laws, man, you get in the milk. Hey, that's a righteous thing, man. That's better than damn Drake, who's got $1 billion. Man. All right. And then it says a little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold, man. So it's good to give things, man. All right. Don't be a damn greedy Israelite in this thing, man. You know, the scriptures tell you what? It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Think about that. All right, but you got it. 1 Corinthians 7 and 5.
And then account about the 300, that was in Judges chapter 8. If you want to go read about that. With 300 million. You said 1 Corinthians 7 and 5?
Yeah.
All right. Defraud you not one the other, except with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
So when you're fasting and righteousness, man, Satan can tempt you not, man. You just gotta remember, man, the Lord, he was fasting when Satan tried to tempt him in the wilderness, man. All right, like I told you earlier, man, fasting get them demons off you, man. Now I'm gonna close out this thing on fasting. I'm going to close it out with Zechariah chapter 8 and verse 19, man. It's Zechariah 8:19. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th. So this lets you know we fast, that our people are fasting for at least once a month, you know. Now, I fast once a week, and certain brothers fast 2 times a week. Some brothers fast 3 times a week, man. So, you know, but nonetheless, the fast of the 7th and the fast of the 10th shall be the house of Judah's joy and gladness and cheerful feast. Therefore, love the truth and peace, man. So you gotta love the truth, and then it says and peace. That's why I wanted to end it on that. But you brothers can read more on fasting, man. You can go to Joel 1 and 14. You can go to Nehemiah 9 and 1, Psalms 35, 12 and 14, and Zechariah 7, 5 and 6. You know, I just forgot I had them. They're over there, but nonetheless, that's pretty much the thing on fasting. What is fasting? Why do we fast? Like how to fast? All that, man. And with that, I say peace to the 12. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Hopefully this was edifying. Shalom.